Buonasera, buonasera a tutti, eccoci su Bridges of Light questa sera. Scusate il ritardo, abbiamo avuto dei problemi tecnici con Bridie perché apparentemente in Irlanda c'è un tempo brutto e quindi siamo qui collegati con Bridie da Dublino. Hello Bridie, ciao Bridie, come stai?
Hello, ciao, Gaetano, how are you?
Yes, we are very well, and we were so much looking forward to seeing you tonight. So tell us a little bit about you. You know, people on Bridges of Light know you already, but do tell us a little bit about how have you been, what have you done so far since we last saw you. Ho chiesto a Bridie di spiegarci come sta, che cosa fa, che cosa ha fatto in queste settimane che non l'abbiamo vista qui su Bridges of Light. Io ho conosciuto Bridie l'anno scorso. Just let me tell them how I met you, okay? And ho conosciuto Bridie l'anno scorso al college a Stansted, all'Art of Findlay College, dove facevamo entrambi un corso di medianità e di guarigione e sapete, c'erano delle cose che risuonavano con noi entrambi e quindi abbiamo deciso in qualche modo di incominciare a collaborare da quando appunto abbiamo aperto Bridges of Light. I was telling them that we met at the Heart of Findlay College last year, and therefore then we kind of started to thinking of doing something together, and here we are. Right?
Okay, yeah, that's right. And we, I went over.
Everybody's watching, so please do start talking. We have some people who are kind of connecting with us, and Leslie, your friend Leslie, is actually watching us as well. So you are not going to be able to see all the people. I am, and so I will ask you questions as they come along, okay?
Okay, that's fine. We'll work from there.
But we've got already 30 people kind of watching us anyway. So
okay. Well, I'm a medium, and what I do with my mediumship, I see it as healing, because with my view of mediumship is when someone is grieving for a loved one who's gone over to the spirit world. That grief is so real in every aspect of their being, their mind, body, and it's very difficult for them to get on with life. So I feel that in mediumship, it's a help to let them know that that love doesn't separate, because when someone passes over, that love survives death, and that's where I would see my mediumship.
Ok, let me translate, please. Bridie ha detto che lei è una medium e che lavora naturalmente con le persone che sono andate dall'altra parte e parla sempre dell'amore, come ci insegnano al college, di come è importante stabilire sempre un contatto con il mondo dell'oltre e le persone che vivono qui, e che l'amore non finisce mai, continua assolutamente, la cosa che continua di più in assoluto quando andiamo dall'altra parte. Quindi non avendo più un corpo, ma abbiamo assolutamente un'energia che ci collega dall'aldilà all'aldilà. So, Bridie, just tell me a little bit about, because I do not know actually, do tell me a little bit about how you started. What was the concept about it? I mean, did you... were you born a psychic or a medium, or you actually had some kind of activities happening to you? Ho chiesto a Bridie quando ha cominciato se aveva dei doni particolari o ha cominciato a studiare, quindi poi ha sviluppato i suoi doni. E abbiamo Veronica Barbagallo questa sera che ci traduce, e anche Barbara Bianca dovrebbe essere con noi per tradurre quello che stiamo dicendo. We got two translators tonight, so I do not have to kind of translate each time I speak to you. So
okay.
Please do say what, how you started. Yeah.
Just tell me to stop when we need. I suppose I can say I was aware of being mediumistic when I was a child. I grew up with my grandparents' era. It was my great aunt that I grew up with. And death was something that was treated very much as part of life and part of a continuation of life. They always talked in those terms. So
Oh,
for
wow.
me, it wasn't something that I was separated from. And at the age of 12.
Hold on. Let me translate, ok? Ha detto Bridie che lei ha sempre avuto questo dono da quando era piccola ed è cresciuta in una famiglia cattolica, quindi irlandese, ma dice che è vissuta molto con la sua zia, una sua zia, la zia di della madre, e nella sua vita da bambina già si parlava della continuità della vita oltre la vita. Quindi diciamo che lei è sempre cresciuta con questo concetto. Then what happened at the age of 12?
At the age of 12, one of my great aunts passed away. And that whole experience of seeing her passing away, and my grandmother actually directed me to what we would say in Ireland is to dress the dead, prepare them for, for the coffin, and she got me to do that at the age of 12. I don't think I would have allowed my child at 12, but it was very natural.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, let me say. Allora, ha detto che all'età di 12 anni ha avuto questa esperienza, una delle sue zie è andata dall'altra parte e sua madre all'età di 12 anni, adesso non mi ricordo bene se ha detto sua madre o sono... Who asked you to dress the dead?
My grandmother. My grandmother.
La sua nonna le ha chiesto di vestire la morta, per cui per lei avere questa esperienza a 12 anni è una esperienza che l'ha molto segnata, però poi ha deciso di lavorare con queste energie proprio nella sua vita. Yes, so?
So life went on and I got married and had my family, and it was pretty ordinary, nothing really happening until I was in my late 30s, and that's when the only way I can explain it is an awakening. It was an awareness of something that I needed to do, and at that point I started to explore the complementary therapy world, and I went and trained in a few modalities in it, and that got me into more and more into the mediumship.
Ok, ha detto che lei poi ovviamente poi la sua vita è andata avanti, ha avuto una sua famiglia e verso la fine, verso l'ultima parte dei suoi anni 30, ha cominciato ad interessarsi alle terapie alternative, per cui ha cominciato a fare dei corsi in diversi college, ha imparato diverse modalità di guarigione e poi ha deciso che in qualche modo la medianità era quella cosa che la prendeva di più in assoluto e quindi ha deciso poi di fare dei corsi per questo. Yes, keep going, please.
Because when we work in complementary therapies, we're working with mind, body, and spirit. So I became far more aware of spirit and what it really entailed it was incorporated our whole being really.
Quindi dice che quando noi lavoriamo con le modalità energetiche, lavoriamo con il corpo, la mente e lo spirito, per cui lei ha inglobato un po' di tutte queste cose perché era arrivata nella sua vita una grande consapevolezza rispetto a all'energia che c'era intorno. Yes. Keep going.
Okay, it froze there a little bit.
Okay.
One of the things I suppose I would go with what my gut feelings is, and in reflection it shows what was happening. I was over in England visiting one of my daughters, and on the way back I made a decision. It was in the month of August, and I made a decision I was going to move over to England to live, and that was the whole plan was kind of set in place from there. There's where my mediumship really took off.
Where did it take off, please? I couldn't hear you.
When I moved over to England in 2000 and what would it be? 2001. I moved over to England.
Okay. Dice che nel 2001 era andata a visitare sua figlia in Inghilterra, ricordiamoci che Bridie vive in Irlanda, era andata a salutare, a trovare sua figlia in Inghilterra e mentre tornava in Irlanda ha avuto una grande consapevolezza che le diceva invece di ritornare in Inghilterra e incominciare a vivere lì e incominciare a praticare la sua medianità. So you decided to go back and live in England to develop your mediumship?
No, it wasn't. It happened. It was something that happened. I was doing therapy on doing reflexology on a lady, and she mentioned a spiritualist church, and I had never heard tell of a spiritualist church till that. And I went to then explore and do some research. So that got me in the channel of spiritualism. And I don't like using that word spiritualism.
Yeah. Dice che lei, come abbiamo detto prima, ha sviluppato diverse modalità di guarigione, una di queste è la riflessologia, e mentre lavorava su una signora, questa signora le ha menzionato la chiesa spiritualista che c'è in Inghilterra, e lei non aveva mai sentito parlare di questo, quindi ha cominciato a frequentare la chiesa spiritualista, una dove io vado spesso quando mi trovo a Londra è nelle parti di Notting Hill. I go to the one in Notting Hill. I don't know whether you've been there before.
No.
There is a spiritualist church there too. E da lì, in quel momento in poi, lei ha deciso che quella sarebbe stata la sua un passetto in più, un passo in più che avrebbe fatto appunto verso la sua spiritualità. Per cui ha cominciato a fare dei corsi ed eccola qui oggi Bridie, che è una medium che attende corsi all'Art of Findlay College. So you, from that point on, from 2001, you have then decided to take courses after the other, or then you're just working with people?
Yeah, I started to attend. Pardon me. I started to attend Circle, and from that I went. You know, that was a weekly event, and then as time went on, I was encouraged. I had two great mentors that was running the Circle, and they were great at encouraging me, and they helped to they took me out to services with them. And that's how I started doing platform work. And from there...
Hold on. Ha detto che vi darò dei termini che si usano in Inghilterra in inglese. Allora, il service è come se fosse la nostra messa domenicale, però nella chiesa spiritualista è un servizio che si fa, che il medium fa nella chiesa spiritualista, dove si mette sulla pedana e dal pulpito e legge delle scritture e in trance fa in inglese si dice philosophy, per cui incomincia a dire delle parole ispirate e poi comincia a fare dei messaggi, dei contatti dal pulpito alle persone che sono nel pubblico. Per cui ho detto che lei, quando si è trasferita in Inghilterra nel 2001, ha cominciato a frequentare dei gruppi che in inglese si chiamano circle. Si è cominciata a sedere in questi gruppi e ha cominciato a lavorare nello sviluppo della sua medianità, e per cui due dei suoi insegnanti, visto che lei era così brava, hanno deciso di invece portarla proprio nelle chiese e farle fare questi services, questi servizi, e per cui lei così ha cominciato. Tant'è vero che Bridie oggi lavora in tante chiese spiritualiste in tutta la Gran Bretagna. Yes, so please keep going, Bridie.
So then, as time went on, I was encouraged, put it that mildly, to go into the education side of the mediumship and philosophy. So I did my CSNU, which is certificates in both mediumship and in philosophy. And that was back in about 2010.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'd just like to congratulate Edel and Natalia
yes.
for achieving
Ha detto
her work.
che lei ha fatto CSNU, che è il college dove imparate a diventare guaritori e medium allo stesso momento, dove imparate anche a parlare di filosofia come ispirata ovviamente, e lei ha detto che si vuole congratulare con le nostre Edel Caris e con Natalia Preite, che sono, come sapete, amici e amiche di Bridges of Light, perché loro proprio lo scorso weekend sono diventate tutor e quindi si sono diplomate anche loro alla CSNU. What is CSNU stands for, please?
Certificates from the Spiritualist National Union. That's what it
Ho detto che
stands for.
significa CSNU ed significa Certificate Spiritualist National Union. Per cui è come se fosse un'università dove le persone che decidono di fare questo percorso, che dura abbastanza, si diplomano e quindi poi sono medium a tutti gli effetti, ecco. Senza essere improvvisati, medium, sapete, c'è tanta improvvisazione in giro, ma bisogna anche, a mio avviso, cercare di studiare in profondità. I was telling that a lot of people improvise in mediumship, and I feel very strongly that people really should study to then call themselves mediums or healers. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think as mediums, you need to get to know. First of all, you need to get to know yourself. It's personal development, I always maintain, because it's getting to know your spirit. Because how can you work with the spirit world and be objective if you don't know your own spirit?
Yes. So, hold on, let me say this, please.
Yeah.
Ha detto che ovviamente per diventare medium o anche guaritori bisogna lavorare soprattutto e prima di tutto su se stessi e conoscere i propri spiriti guida, perché se non conosciamo i nostri spiriti guida, come possiamo aiutare gli altri a vedere i loro spiriti guida e parlare con loro? Yes.
Okay. For mediumship, you need to be aware of energy, and energy is something where it's not tangible, but yet it is. When you become attuned to it, as you know in your Reiki, when you become attuned to it, you actually can become very aware of its presence.
E dice che anche quando diventiamo dei canali, no? Poi ha nominato il Reiki, visto che io insegno Reiki, bisogna diventare veramente iniziati, no? A questa pratica e quindi sentire l'energia intorno a noi, perché ovviamente sentendo l'energia e canalizzando questa energia, l'energia naturalmente è in contatto con noi stessi e noi poi quindi possiamo darla alle altre persone. Yes, thank you.
One of the easiest ways of becoming aware of your spirit energy is by meditation, because meditation is a blending.
Per riconoscere la propria spiritualità è quella di cominciare a meditare, diciamo sempre questo. Yes.
The meditation is a process of blending your mind and your spirit.
Blending, yes. La meditazione unisce, fonde la mente con lo spirito.
The conscious aspect of ourselves is about day-to-day life. When we sit for meditation and go to sit in the power, which is somewhat different to meditation, but when you go through the subconscious where all our experiences is carried, and people find it hard to actually work through that, to get that stillness, because you're working to get to the universal spirit, the universal aspect of ourselves. And that's the time where that beautiful place of peace and harmony and wisdom is there. You connect into that at the universal level.
Yes. Ok, Bridie, we're going to take some questions from people, ok? Allora, chiedetemi delle domande per Bridie. Potrebbero essere queste delle domande personali, se volete, non tante, non tantissime previsioni. Okay, so we have a question. I do not know from whom, because I don't see here who is sending the question, but somebody is asking the mediums are capable of recognize future mediums?
Able to recognize future mediums.
Yeah, like, if you see somebody, would you know that that particular person would be a medium in the future?
Okay. Yes, because again, that's working with the energy. Because as mediums, you actually become aware of the energy that's there, and if the energy is the energy glows where someone is mediumistic. It's within the aura, and that's where I feel you have the energy that blends between all aspects of the aura, all the different aspects, the chakra energies that's in the aura. Anyone that's mediumistic has that blend between all the different colors. That's the easiest way of saying it.
Yeah. Ha detto lei che sì, una medium può riconoscere che una persona ha delle facoltà medianiche guardando la sua energia, osservando il fatto che c'è un fluire tra l'energia. Yes, if you raise your things is better. Tra l'energia e il chakra, yes. Tra i chakra, l'energia, l'aura, per cui assolutamente sì. Chi ha fatto quella domanda credo che sia stato Andrea, io non vedo da qui, quindi non... Però chi ha fatto questa domanda si rende conto della risposta. Se una persona riesce a percepire che la persona che la persona che si trova davanti ha i chakra aperti, l'energia che fluisce, l'energia che dell'aura fluisce, allora tutto è un fluire e quindi quella persona sicuramente sarà in contatto con l'energia e con gli spiriti guida e con le guide che arrivano dall'altra parte. Yes, somebody say, please, Bridie, adjust the camera. Just because, we cannot see you properly, but now we can actually. So just leave it like that, okay? So we have some more question. Maria Grazia is asking how much your mediumship has influenced your personal life.
It has influenced it. You can't stay the same. Mediumship, you grow into your mediumship all the time. It's constant. You accept the influence of spirit. So there is constant change. You can't stay within a frame and say, this is, I'm stopping here. So it influences every aspect of life. It influences how I see.
Dice che la medianità ha influenzato qualsiasi aspetto della sua vita, per cui non puoi essere medium e quindi fare un'altra vita. Assolutamente la vita di medium ha influenzato e continua ad influenzare la sua vita personale. Yes.
It's how you see, how you react to people around you, how you view situations, because you're more aware that it's someone else, they're on their journey. It's not necessarily how you want them to be. It's their journey. And that can be it can be very challenging to accept that.
Yeah. Dice che ci sono ovviamente anche del modo in cui tu ti comporti nella vita stessa, per cui molto spesso ci sono delle sfide con le quali ti devi confrontare, quindi è abbastanza sfidante anche vivere una vita personale e privata nell'essere medium, per cui voglio dire cerchi in qualche modo di rimanere intatta anche nelle tue reazioni con le persone, piuttosto che arrabbiarti, piuttosto che urlare, quindi noi che facciamo questo lavoro cerchiamo di vivere una vita molto non voglio dire bucolica, perché bucolica voglio dire significa stare sempre in contatto con la natura e purtroppo qui non lo siamo sempre, però bisogna assolutamente rimanere puliti, dei canali puliti per poter in qualche modo riuscire anche a donare alle persone, no? Quello che noi in qualche modo vogliamo dare alle persone, e per questo noi siamo sulla Terra, per metterci a servizio delle persone. Ok, so we got like 40 people watching at the moment. Quando hai accettato di seguire il rendere pubblica la tua medianità, hai cominciato a vedere sincronicità importanti. Andrea is asking, Andrea is one of those people who I have met lately, and he is going to become, possibly that's why I asked this question, he's going to become a great medium. I think he is already, but he's a bit shy. He's a young guy, you know. But
yeah, you need to grow into it. You actually grow into it, because in the beginning, it's, you know, there's so many aspects to it, and then there's such a wide range of abilities within mediumship. Mediumship just does not mean, you know, giving a message to someone. It's in the healing. It's also, it can go into the trance work, philosophy. You know, it's so diverse when you actually go into it that you have to look and see where is it that you're actually drawn to.
Andrea, a tutti quanti, lei ha detto che rispondendo alla tua domanda, non necessariamente un medium è solo quella persona che dà un messaggio, ma è importante questo suo concetto. Dice che devi crescere nella medianità, devi abbracciare tutti gli aspetti della medianità, e quindi le canalizzazioni, e quindi la filosofia, lo scrivere, quindi la scrittura automatica, ogni aspetto, la guarigione, ogni aspetto della medianità è una cosa che cresce dentro di te e fa che questo sviluppi ancora di più delle facoltà extrasensoriali. He's asking, when you have kind of decided to have to be publicly a medium, have you actually then lived some synchronicity in your life?
Definitely. I had one major one the other day, on Saturday last, that spanned 25 years. That was it actually blew me away. It was, and you know, it wouldn't make sense telling the story, but it was so significant. It drew two people together from 25 years ago, and people that I hadn't contacted but in that time. But yeah, there's signposts. From that situation on Saturday, I'm left saying there's something I need to look out for now, because that had a meaning.
Ha detto Andrea, ci sono delle grandissime sincronicità. Lei ha avuto questa sincronia sabato scorso, che dopo 25 anni ha incontrato questa persona, e c'era qualche aspetto che lei non aveva ancora visto nella sua vita, che sicuramente sarà qualche cosa che studierà o porterà avanti appunto in questi anni a venire. Ok. Okay, then somebody else is asking, when you have the gift of mediumship, do you have any doubts about your own mediumship?
It would be wrong if I said no. You're always, when you stop to think, that's when the doubts come in. In mediumship, the process is that you don't stop to think.
Ok, dice che il processo della medianità è quella di non pensare mai con la propria mente.
Yeah, because once you engage in, let's say, information is coming in from the spirit world, if you engage in that information, you're using the head. Deliver the information and you don't doubt. it doesn't give you time to doubt.
Allora, dice che assolutamente dovete in qualche modo lasciare andare via la mente e sentire quello che dal mondo spirituale vi arriva. Se cominciate a pensare o anche a dubitare che qualche cosa non va, vuol dire che state usando la vostra mente e quindi non state facendo una medianità pura, ma fate introdurre la vostra mente appunto nel messaggio che state dando. Allora, facciamo tre previsioni. Bridie, do you want to read some cards for people?
I didn't.
What would you like to, what would you like to do in terms of readings?
In terms of reading, if they want to give me their date of birth, then I'll do a little numerology, a quick run over in numerology.
Allora, da questo momento in poi Bridie potrebbe farvi delle letture numerologiche, per cui datemi qualche data di nascita, per cortesia.
That is the quickest. Yeah, I don't generally do card readings. This when just a little bit of an explanation there. There's the psychic and there's mediumistic, and mediumistic is when they're linking in with the spirit world. Yeah, you can translate that to. You don't need explanation for that.
Okay, the first date we have is November 15, 1982.
1982. 6, 17, 37. Is 45. 47, then 4 is 11, right? Just double checking 20, 35, 35 and 11. 10, 1. That's 15th of the 11th, 1982.
Yeah.
31 and it's coming up two different ones. 36 and 15 and 11. That's right. I with the it's a 10-1, and that's what is confusing me, because as I look at it, I'm getting a different number coming up, and that's extraordinary, because I'm looking at 26 and 20. They're all different numbers. This is this a gentleman?
No, it's a lady. It's Veronica.
Veronica, right? She's having a lot of difficulty at the moment with decisions, because there's something happening, that there's all of the different options coming up for her. It's a very challenging time for her with decisions. That's one of the energies that's coming from it. I could say that it'll pass, but if I said it'll pass and she's waiting on, it's new beginnings that's coming up, because she's a 10-1, and everything that's happening at the moment is really new for her, and she just needs to stand back a little bit and say, right, what is the best for me? Because she's a great leader. She's a great, this is where I felt, first of all, the masculine energy coming in. She has to get herself into a situation where she's going to make decisions that's not sitting well with people close to her. That's the easiest way of sitting. But she has the ability.
I'm not translating for her, because she's the lady who is translating for everybody. So she speaks English perfectly, so she will understand you, whatever you're saying.
I'm not hearing you properly. It's echoing.
I'm saying that Veronica is the one of the translators from English to Italian, so she doesn't need translating. That's why I'm not translating for her.
Right. Yeah. Okay. She has the decisions, and it's just to get. She's capable of so much, but she has to step into that, and that's where I just feel there's a lot of energy bubbling up there. With a 10-1, she has what we call the God power. So she you know, she has all that ability. She just needs to start to own it.
Hai sentito Veronica? C'ha il God power, il potere di Dio, quindi voglio dire una cosa meravigliosa. Then we have Roberta, 30th of January 1986.
86, so 10, 18, and 6 is 24, 25, and 3, 28. She's another 10-1.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's quite... the energy is not near as, we'll say, explosive. It's a different type of energy, but she's at the beginning of the cycle. The cycle in numerology is 1 to 9. And when you're in year 1, which you get from your date of birth, when you're in that year, you're actually at the stage where you're going to find new things happening. You're going to find yourself in new situations, and it's not, because it is unfamiliar ground, it takes time to actually recognize. But I feel, well, Roberta, that it's going to be a time where there will be change for her, but not dramatic change. She just needs to recognize the signposts, like we talked earlier about synchronicities.
Anche tu sei un 10-1, dice che ci saranno tanti cambiamenti per te, non radicali, dei cambiamenti minuscoli, dei cambiamenti, e che però tutto ti verrà come un faro, arriveranno dei segnali da più parti. Ecco. Yeah. Are you there?
Okay, yeah. Are you giving, is there someone else?
Yes, we've got plenty of people, actually. I mean, now everybody's going to go and one. We have Pasquale, who is the guy who is coming next to us on a live show. His number is, Pasquale is a priest, actually. He's the 19th of June, 1974.
4, 10, 7, 11, 6, 21. 627, and is 46. I'm going to check this again. I know it's 10, 16, and 10 is 26, and 4 is 37. But 37 is a 10-1.
You see, I've chosen the right number for you tonight.
Synchronicities. How are you?
Abbiamo scelto questi numeri a caso. Io non sono assolutamente bravo nella numerologia, ma 3 persone che abbiamo scelto sono tutti 10-1, quindi 10-1, anche questo per Pasquale. Ok.
Pasquale, yeah. The feeling I'm getting here is creativity, very much in the sense of I want to work with my hands. I want to I have a lot going on in my head, but I want to really work in translating that into either art or some music, something that's expressing himself outside of himself.
Pasquale, ha detto Bridie che devi lavorare con la tua creatività, qualcosa, non sappiamo se tu lo fai, con la musica, con l'arte. Pasquale is also a great medium, by the way, huh?
Yeah, and that's no surprise, because that energy is there for working. I feel too, with them, there's the one there is about actually taking leadership in a situation that he will actually be good at going beyond the mediumship to go into the teaching end of it, because he has that leadership ability.
Questo penso che qualcun altro te l'ha detto, perché lo so, ha detto che oltre alla medianità puoi anche sviluppare l'insegnamento della medianità, se è una cosa che pensi di voler portare avanti. Okay, shall we get just one last one?
Okay.
Randomly. 21/8/1954. Leggiamo per Maria Teresa Caporaso, l'ultima persona.
Right. 3 is 11, and 20 is 31, and 4 is 35. The head at this stage is not great at counting, but yeah, 11 is 10, 15, 4 is 19, 8 and 2 is 10, and 1 is 11. Yeah, we have. What's interesting tonight is we have this 3-0, so it's 3-0, and that's it comes down to a 3. Every number we have had tonight has the God power, has the 0, and that's an added bonus for someone with, and bonus in one sense, but it means that they're on a journey, their spiritual journey. The 3 is about expressing. It's a great number for being on the front line, being someone who has no problem doing leadership, but is great at doing drama, doing singing, going into the front line of presentation. So, like with the 3, I find that it's something you can work with. Even if you fear it, you overcome the fear and you can do it. If that makes sense, because it's Feel the Fear, that book, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. That's what a 3 can do. Now, I feel too that there might be a need to slow down a little bit just at this present time. Your life path. This is your life path numbers. And the life path is, yeah, okay, you need to translate.
No, yeah, but I've lost it all because I was actually, you've gone too far. But there will be people that translating that. Ha detto Maria Teresa che tu sei il numero 3 e tutti questi numeri che questa sera sono usciti sono guidati dal potere di Dio comunque. Poi Veronica più tardi ti lascerà scritto quello che ha detto adesso Bridie. Yes, Veronica is writing everything down. So that's good.
Sorry?
I said Veronica, who is a translator, she's writing everything down. So
that's right.
Like I need to translate every single word.
Right. Bless her trying to understand the Irish accent.
Yeah, well, she's fine. She lives in England, so she knows about it.
Right. Okay.
Okay, Bridie, we have to finish now because it's 10 o'clock here and we got another live show soon after. I want to thank you. Ringraziamo Bridie per questa serata insieme. I want to thank you for this amazing session we had tonight. It was a little bit difficult at the beginning for the connection, but I'm really glad that I've interviewed you now properly, and we are really looking forward to have you back in the new year with some new episodes and some of people that you want to interview yourself. Ho detto che vogliamo ringraziare Bridie per essere stata con noi e ci scusiamo per la connessione all'inizio che non è andata tanto bene, ma siamo contenti di averla tra noi e di averla finalmente intervistata e che anche lei nell'anno nuovo intervisterà delle persone da tutte le parti del mondo, anche dall'Australia, su Bridges of Light, per cui noi la ringraziamo. We want to thank you, Bridie. We've been like 50 people watching you tonight, and I wish you the most amazing Christmas and New Year, and I will talk to you in the New Year, okay?
And to you and to all your friends. Thank you. And congratulations on great success.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Buonasera a tutti, a domani.